This is WrestleMSX and welcome to the musings of Raw and SmackDown. We'll be taking a look at this past week in WWE. Now, if there's anything we don't mention, I don't think we're going to talk about Rey Fenix. He appeared on SmackDown last week. He won. It's cut and dry. There's nothing much more really to say about that. So we don't really feel it's worth talking about.
Yeah.
And we may have covered most, if not all, of what we may or may not be discussing. So we don't always talk about everything. But we may forget something, so
Possibly.
If we do, let us know. Anyway, you've clicked on us, hopefully, because it's about wrestling, and you like wrestling, so stick around and enjoy what we have to say. Hello, I'm Michael.
I'm Sally. So, we had SmackDown.
Yes, we did.
It happened.
It did.
Motor City Machine Guns became the new #1 contenders to the Street Profits tag titles. We also had Jacob Fatu, and he became the #1 contender for the US title. And he's going to WrestleMania to take on LA Knight.
Yeah, I think, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, I think out of the two, Fatu over Strowman.
Yes,
will be the better match, definitely.
Yeah, I don't think Strowman's got the durability for a longer match. I'm not saying that Knight and Strowman couldn't have had a good match, but I think Jacob Fatu, because then you've got that Solo Sikoa appear and disrupt things, because he's not in anything to do with Mania yet. I mean, we've got 2 SmackDowns left. Got this week and then next week, so he might worm his way in
somewhere.
But
yeah, that's fair.
I can see him interfering. It may be going wrong for Jacob because Solo's interfered.
Yeah.
And then that will be right.
Yeah.
We're having a clash. So my fatal 4-way for the US title has gone out the window. Because I said Knight, Sikoa, Fatu and Strowman.
Yeah.
So that's,
I think I preferred that much.
That's out the window. Yeah, because then you could have teased Sikoa and Fatu that a little bit more.
Exactly.
And even though they're not in direct competition, they are in direct competition. And there would have been a time where the two of them would have been facing off against one another and we're just going to have to fight.
Yeah.
But, it's all pretty standard stuff.
Yeah,
nothing out of the ordinary there.
I don't want Machine Guns to have the belts again.
No, boring.
Yeah, just a bit boring.
Sorry, if you're big fans of them, that's fine. Each to our own, we all have our own opinions, but it's funny how we both find them just a little bit boring.
The way those kind of hyped, not by WWE per se, but probably things that I may have seen online.
Yeah. Oh, they're amazing. They're really quick.
It was just it's nothing new.
No. And then they do the same moves. I know they do. They do the same thing. And it's like, I've seen this already 10 times. I don't need to see it again. Do something else. Yeah, of course, you finish it, but that's only once a match.
Yeah. And
it's the big highlight, and it's literally over in a few seconds.
Or you go for it, but it doesn't hit, and then you get it.
Whereas the little quick,
But there's them other bits where it's he'll always die through the ropes.
Well, they all do. That's the new thing.
With him holding them open.
Everybody dies through the ropes.
Oh yeah.
And everybody hits a crossbody these days.
That's because everyone's got the mates down with them.
That's the new.
So they've got to take them all out.
Orton not going now to WrestleMania. I bet which we alluded to in another video, I bet he's absolutely gutted to not be going.
Oh yeah.
And I should imagine, that they know a while in advance what's coming up and what matches they're going to have.
Yeah.
It's not planned at all. But to be weeks from WrestleMania and then find out that your opponent is injured and won't make it,
2 weeks,
it must be absolutely heartbreaking for him. And the thing is, it's so close to the event, with other storylines ending and others just starting, you can't really shoehorn Orton in anywhere to be, maybe you could be part of this, or maybe you could...
Or we'll make this into a triple threat, because we've already got 8 of them, so we got...
So there's nothing else you can really do. But I laughed to myself, as awful as it is for Owens. I thought it was ironic, though, that Owens was going around injuring everybody's neck with his package pile driver, and then finds out he's legit got an injury neck.
Yeah.
I mean, talk about irony.
Yeah.
Oh, unbelievable.
I didn't think of that, yeah.
Isn't it? It's like, I'm going to put you out, I'm going to put you out.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got a
Like,
neck
obviously-
injury and I might not wrestle again.
'Cause I think Sammy's still out, isn't he?
Yes, he's still out.
Well, he's having a break, but he's still out from that.
No, he's injured. What are you on about? Yeah, that's what I mean, you see. So, yeah, it's a shame for Orton. I like him. I think
like
probably because he's been around for such a long time.
You remember him
and for me, I remember him from back when we were just coming out of the Attitude Era, and these new guys are coming along. I wasn't a fan of them, but now you find that the longer they've been in, the more of a fan you become of them.
Yeah.
Well, not a fan, but the more you enjoy what they do.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel for him because I'm not saying he won't turn up. They might just put him in somewhere to mess something up for somebody. Well,
How many Manias has he got left?
Well, that's true. Well, I reckon he'll retire next year. I said that ages ago. I think he'll have something with Cena.
He's got to.
He'll finish Cena's career. That'll be his last match. But that's for another time to talk about. If you disagree or agree, let us know in the comments. But he'll have a match with Cena. It'll be the last one, and then I think Orton will retire sometime next year.
Fair. Yeah.
I think he is getting older. I'm not saying he can't still do what he does, because he does. But you've got your new generation, and the older ones were always helping the younger ones. Some won't let it go, brother. Just move on.
I don't know who you mean.
No, I don't. But there you go.
We also had Priest, McIntyre. I mean, not sure it's quite Mania level.
No, I mean, there are big names.
But we knew it was coming. They've been trying to squeeze that in, haven't they?
Yeah. I mean, it's only
People
had a
didn't
build.
want it, but...
Yeah, it's only had a build the last few weeks, really, where
Really,
Drew's been saying, oh, look, Damien, look what you've been doing. I mean, he could have been saying that a long time before, but he never did.
Yeah. And then Cargill and Naomi. Better build.
Oh.
Better storyline to it.
Fantastic build to this.
Because, I mean...
Fantastic.
It's obviously, it's been going on for quite a while. And some of it was partly because Jade was out for whatever reason. I don't think it's ever really come out. But they wasn't sure how long she was kind of going to be.
People at home will know. No.
Yeah. Wasn't sure how long she was going to be out for. So it's just kind of like, we just need to eke this a bit until we can. But yeah, I have liked the storyline much better.
Oh, it's brilliant. See, I think it'll be a squash match. I still think Jade will just go in, smash her.
What, even though Naomi's gone to the dark side?
Yes, I do. I just think she probably won't, but if it was a squash match, it would not surprise me.
Yeah.
Because Jade is furious.
Yes.
She can finally get her hands on Naomi. I mean, she nearly hit Jaded on her on SmackDown on Friday just gone. And I think she did one. I think she booted her and then set her up for Jaded straight away. So it doesn't take much for her to do that again.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just to be like, but then continually beat on her, and then somebody come out and say, look, all right, backstages, as useless as they are.
Was useful for once.
Yeah, they were. They did stop it.
But with her going slightly white six, it could
Who
go on.
Naomi?
Yeah, it could go on that little bit more.
Yeah, well,
she could have a bit more to give back.
True.
She seems just as angry.
Yeah, she does.
And taking her mate away.
And the front in Belair's just like, yeah, you guys get on with it.
I'm busy.
I'm busy over here getting this title shot. And then finally, for SmackDown last week, CM Punk's favour. I mean, my opinion, please don't get me wrong, I do find it a bit boring. I mean, come on. Hold my hand while I beat somebody up is essentially it, isn't it? If we break it down, I mean, it could have been a title shot, and it could have been against anybody. It didn't necessarily have to be against Reigns, because obviously Heyman is his wise man. With the stroke that Heyman has, they could have worked that into any storyline. So it didn't matter who had the title. Could have been Rhodes, could have been Cena, could have been Orton, could have even been Tama Tonga. It did not matter. They could have worked the favour into any champion, really. Yeah. But no, they had to go with Punk asking Heyman to be in his corner during the triple threat. What is he going to do?
But they're best friends.
No, isn't that nice? He's slipping in it.
Yeah, I know what you're saying there.
You wanted a little bit more oomph behind it. Oh yeah, and I get a title shot whenever I want.
It's
it's nothing, is it?
Friction it's causing between
obviously, but
him and Reigns, but nothing
No.
Amazing,
No,
wasn't
not really. Not when it's been built up to be. Oh, is it when it? Oh, it's just to be in his corner. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, that's exciting.
But
It's caused
how
friction.
long has it been since Survivor Series, hasn't it, that he said he'd owe him a favour?
Well, it could be, yeah.
With him going
Yeah, that's what I mean.
into
It's been
War
such a
Games,
long
yeah.
build, and it's just to stand in my corner. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And we had Raw.
This week.
Oh my word. This was dull.
Yes, it was. Don't bother watching it. No, apart from Bron Breakker's spear
Oh god, yeah.
on Carlito, when he literally tore him in half, which I didn't mention on the Raw review. Go and watch that anyway, link in the description somewhere. But yeah, Bron Breakker's spear on Carlito,
Yeah, that was good.
phenomenal.
Yeah, I rewatched that a couple of times.
Yeah, it was like, and he ran down the ramp towards Carlito, so he didn't have to get some speed up.
Oh god, yeah.
Bosh.
It's like,
None of this
I
running.
can go down it like that as
None
well.
of this bouncing off the rope.
No.
Just full pace, straight down the ramp. Oh, in half.
But anyway, we had Bianca Belair versus Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley in the triple threat for the Women's World Championship. Now, I think everyone saw this coming like 6 weeks ago, so that isn't really a
No,
surprise.
we didn't
But
know.
it's official.
He's getting
now,
everybody
as
in.
Piers likes to say.
Yeah. Everybody signed the contract. That's done.
It's been done. They keep fobbing off at Io.
Oh yeah, that makes me think she'll win because they just keep
Yeah,
palming her off,
yeah.
don't they, as if she's nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think that. But we'll do the predictions another day. And then we had New Day. I think they'll demand a rematch.
Yeah.
After the War Raiders got disqualified for using a chair.
Well, yeah, he did hit
dear.
him.
WrestleMania match. I mean, I
Maybe.
don't think there's any tag, apart from the women's. I don't feel there's any tag,
No, there's
men's
nothing with
tags in Mania because the Profits against number one contenders, who we've just spoken about them,
Motor City.
Motor City. They've not said that'll be on.
They haven't said it's
They
beyond
haven't said
SmackDown.
they haven't said SmackDown.
no,
They haven't said
set a
Mania.
date,
It might
have
be
they?
on the SmackDown prior to
Yeah,
Mania.
because they do put some kind of like semi-Mania matches on the SmackDown. So.
But they've got to have a
Possibly.
they've got to have a tag match. But we did hear about the Fatal 4-Way for the Intercontinental title, which I'm sure I mentioned on the other Musings video. Anyway,
I think you did,
between
yeah.
Bron Breakker, Penta, Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio, I mean, something has to happen between Judgment Day and, you know, the
100%.
members. I mean,
Yeah.
it's what is it? I mean, is Dom going to cover Finn, get a 2 count, and then Finn's going to be like, what are you doing?
I can imagine, like, 'cause obviously,
Dom
someone
winning.
will come.
That'd be brilliant.
Yeah, that would be funny. If, like, 'cause obviously Carlito will probably come out with them, and then I can just see him like being torn with
who's
who
he
to
gonna-
help.
Yeah.
So
Well, I
that'd be
think
good.
he'd probably side with Dom, but
I don't know. I think he'd go Balor.
yeah, I
If he
think
had
he's
to
friendly
pick,
with Dom.
I think he'd go Balor. Because I think he sees him as like the leader.
Possibly, yeah.
We've got AJ Styles taking on Logan Paul at WrestleMania. Does have the potential to be great
Oh yeah.
because both are athletic.
Oh, very. Yes,
Even
yes,
though-
yeah.
Literally no one likes Logan Paul, but he is athletic. We can't take that away from him. And obviously we all like a risky move.
Yes, and so do
Which
they. So fingers
Logan
crossed.
tends to pull them out, doesn't he?
That
So
could be a banger, as Sheamus says. But we'll have to wait and see.
and we also have the spectacle that is Ray taking on your new favourite, El Grande Americano.
I mean, it's a shame that Gable won't be making Mania this year.
Ah, I know.
But Americano should make a decent replacement, I feel. What do you think?
It's totally Gable.
And then lastly on Raw this week, we had Heyman now owing Seth a favour for not stomping him. I think this is ridiculous. I mean, any wrestler, in theory, could attempt to finish her on Heyman, not do it, and be like, right, you owe me a favour.
Yeah.
Couldn't it? I mean,
Exactly.
it's, right, we're not going to do the... I'm not going to do the Penta driver on you. So now you owe me
I
a
know,
favour.
yeah. I could just do it right now, but I'm not going to.
I'm not going to spear you, so now you owe me a favour. Talk about clutching at straws. I mean, obviously, I mean, what's Seth's favour going to be? Put me in
I
a title
told you,
shot or
in the
stand
Raw
in my
review.
corner? Stand in my corner?
Yeah.
What's the
So he has to
point?
go between the three of
Yeah,
them.
what's the point? What, whisper what to do?
Yeah.
Whisper tactics to each one? Oh dear, ridiculous.
Then we also have this week's SmackDown. Apart from Rey Fenix taking on Bertel from Legado.
I think that's definitely in. 'Cause that
Yeah,
was, that was
I don't know if it
spoken
was-
about last week.
They kind of mentioned it in it. I can't remember if it was made official, but
No, I don't think
they
it
kind
was.
of alluded to
no,
it. Santos went off to go
he was
make
going
the
to
match,
speak
didn't
to
he? Yeah.
Aldis about it, so that'll be a match which Phoenix will win.
Yeah.
So literally pointless.
Not really sure of any other matches apart from the women's tag gauntlet, which is going to feature Katana Chance and Kaden Carter, Michin and B-Fab,
New besties.
Piper Niven and Alba Fire, Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark.
Good to see them
Yeah,
back.
we could see them again. I want to see Natalya and Maxine Dupree.
I also want to see this one.
I know why they put them together because obviously Maxine wants to come through. And
Yeah,
she
yeah.
can
Well,
work-
that's it.
get
See,
the
I don't.
insight off
I'm not saying
Natalya.
I don't recall seeing her or watching her wrestle.
Maxine.
Yes.
Oh, very rarely.
She may have wrestled in NXT. I have said before, I do not watch NXT. That's my choice. It's not the top stars. I just like to see the business end of wrestling, not the up and comers. I like to see the big boys wrestle. Simple as that. So that's why I don't watch NXT. If you want to disagree, that's entirely your opinion. But I just no, I'm not interested in it.
Fair.
But yes, I want to see what Maxine can do.
Yeah. And then we also have
The unlikely partnership.
of Bailey and Lyra Valkyria.
Now they've literally just fought on
I know.
Raw. Imagine if
And then
Bailey.
Bailey died, didn't want to shake a hand as well. I know she went in for the hug
Yeah.
after, but it was kind of
But
like...
imagine if Bailey be like
yeah.
Valkyria for the Intercontinental title,
Oh.
and now we've got to be tag partners.
Nope.
And obviously the winner of this gauntlet match will face Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez for the women's tag titles, who, in my opinion, will retain anyway at Mania.
We're not doing the prediction show.
No, but they will. I mean, they've only just had the titles.
They should.
I mean, I'm sure they defended. I can't think off the top of my head who they defended against. They must have done. Maybe
No,
once
I
or
can't.
twice. But I don't think they wrestled last week. Or did they? They may have done, but they certainly didn't wrestle this week.
No, they haven't wrestled
And they
this
might.
week.
But then again, as I've said before, and I alluded to in the Raw video, go watch it, is you don't want to start using the people that are going to Mania, because if they did suffer an injury, as in case in point with Kevin Owens, it's going to be disappointing. So you don't. I can understand them not. So I think Raw and SmackDown going into WrestleMania probably will be a little bit boring.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be more
It's usually like just promo
jibber
heavy.
jabber, yes,
Yeah.
than anything else. Anyway, disagree? Then let us know in the comments down below. I'm sure you won't.
Go check out our review of Raw from Monday or our last week's Musings.
Thank you again for watching.
And we'll see you Saturday for our look at SmackDown.